Hey, everybody, happy Friday. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. Oh, thank you. Listen, guys, happy Friday. It is Trending Topic Fridays. Come on, Raheem. I love you. I appreciate you. Don't cheat, Diva. Hit that like button, people. Hit the like button. Okay, listen, guys. It is Trending Topics Friday. I'm glad you're in the building. Happy Friday. Yeah, Friday, y'all. I don't know what y'all gonna do this weekend, but whatever y'all do, have a good time. So this Friday night Trending Topics is titled Family Matters. Yeah, because the family matters, y'all. And we need the village to wake up and get back on their posts and get back on the job. It's a hot mess right now. Why am I saying that? Poor Chrisean Rock. Now it's her and this baby against the world. She up in the Walmart. She got the baby in that harness thing, and the baby head not supported. The baby slumped over like this, and the people taking videos of her. And she said, instead of that lady taking a video of me, now I'm agree with her on this. She says, why she didn't come help me? She saw I was struggling. The family matters. We're going to talk about this, people. I agree with Chrisean Rock on that. Go over there and help her and say, sis, when you use this harness thing, will somebody tell me what you call the thing? My kid 18, I don't remember. When you use this harness thing, you got to strap it up like this so the baby don't fall out and bust his head on the floor. Help us, sister. Stop judging. Everybody want a video. Sometimes you got to stop and help somebody. Put the phone down and go help. Come on, Roy, your baby carrier. Thank you. Whatever his proper name is. Yeah, you got to strap the baby up and make sure the baby close to you, to your bosoms. Not like slumped over. Anyway, we're going to talk about family matters. Dwyane Wade. You know, him and Gabrielle Union, they too much. They too much. He does the interview over there with Shannon Sharp. Shout out to Shannon Sharp getting all the interviews. Everybody sitting across that couch, drinking some of the brown liquor and telling him all their secrets like he a therapist. Dwyane Wade goes over there, talks to Shannon Sharp, and said he tried to leave Gabrielle Union when he got another girl pregnant when they was on a break. So see, you know, everybody think we just so slow. I don't know where that came from either. Why they think we so slow, right? So yeah, come on. Shout out, Robin. Thank you, Club Shay Shay. I like the name. We can't be, you know what, when somebody come up with a good name, you can't hate. You got to give it up to them. That's a cute name, Club Shay Shay. Yeah, he got the people over there in Club Shay Shay telling all their good business. They go over there, they sit on that couch. What he got in that couch? I'm going to have to get me a couch and sprinkle whatever that magic dust on there because they be telling all their business over there at Club Shay Shay. So let me say this. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, see, some stuff is common sense, though. Let's be honest. How many of us have been first-time mothers before and know how to have our baby slumped over? You know the difference with her is, though, D. The difference with her is this girl had no good examples of anything. She didn't even have a mother that loved her properly. That girl been through a lot. She's been through a lot. And she young. Somebody tell me how old Chrisean Rock is. So I'm going to cut her some slack. Y'all know I could get down with the get down over here. And y'all know I could be harsh. But I'm going to say, you know, in the name of E, let's have a heart for Chrisean. Let's have a heart. But you know, okay, so over there, Club Shay Shay. So he said, what Dwyane Wade said is that he tried to break up with Gabrielle Union when he had got this other girl pregnant while they was on break. And he was afraid to tell her. And then he went on and on, right? If y'all was on break, that means y'all wasn't together. And you got with somebody and got somebody else pregnant. What's the big deal? He said to this day, little man is 10. He said to this day, they have screaming, shouting matches about it. Say what now? Now, see, what I'm not fitting to do, that's why I said fitting. What I'm not fitting to do is If I did something while we was on break and you decided to get back with me, what I'm not going to do is keep arguing with you about it 10 years later. I'm not doing that. Then you got to go because you ain't never forgive me. Let's move on. And now we got on the docket tonight, Nick Cannon. You know, Nick Cannon is messy. He got his own mess going on. But Nick Cannon and Charlamagne the God, every now and then, some wisdom come out of the mouth of a fool. Nick Cannon and Charlamagne the God said Nicki Minaj's husband is damaging her brand. You don't say. You don't say. But you know what, though? Let me say this. Nicki Minaj is 10 toes down for her man. And she really don't care what nobody say. But everybody say this. You tell me the thug. You name the thug that be a thug on camera and say, police, I'm about to rob the bank over here on 5th Street. Catch me if you can. And don't even have a mask on their face. You big dummy. We're going to get into this, people. What do I need in that chat? Come on, y'all know what I need because I need to board this train. It's Friday night. I need to board this train. Come on now. Thank you, Royer. I need a what? I need a choo-choo. Hold aboard, everybody. It is Friday night. We made it to Friday night, okay? You know, what's that Johnny Kim song? Friday night. Just got paid. Hey, Royer. You on mute, boo. You on mute.
Tonight is going to be a night because the families are falling apart. We got people begging for their husbands. We got people cheating on their husbands, allegedly. The people, just the children out here doing whatever they want to do, putting the middle finger up and everything else. We got to step in and do some parenting for the parents. Tonight, we having parenting class for the parents.
Parenting class for the parents, okay?
Security in order. Hit the like button, y'all, or else we going on strike indefinitely. Hurrah.
Exactly.
Julius said we going on strike. You better tell them, people.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Always feeling good. Thank you. You ain't lying. Where my union rep?
Security.
We need more than security.
Listen, union rep, let me tell you something. When you renegotiate my contract, having that contract, I will not start the live show until they done hit that like button and we up to 100 likes. That's my next contract.
Okay, so we want it in writing that we're going to hold everybody on the platform until we get the ticket purchase in hand.
Amen. Okay. We gonna call security. You know what? We got a show. We got a show to put on. We about to put on this show. Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna start out with Chrisean Rock because how old is she? Does anybody know how old she is?
I think 22.
I think 24.
24. Okay.
She young. She young.
Wow.
Oh, Kelly, you're here. Nola, how you doing? I hadn't heard from you in a while.
Hey, you know, I be working. I'm actually working now, but I'm moonlighting a little bit.
Well, welcome in the building. Welcome in the building for Friday night. Yeah, so my heart, my heart breaks for her. She ain't have no mama. She got with this dude that really didn't have no mama. Okay. And now she trying to be a mama. So no mama plus no mama equals drama. I don't know. It's something. It's not a good recipe. Let's get into this story right here. But see, at least she got some common sense. She said the girl should have helped me. And I do agree with her on that. You hear video.
I agree with her on that as well.
My baby could have fell on the floor.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. People had to teach me how to work my crazy stroller. And when you putting that harness on you, you do need help to make sure somebody's tightening it up properly. You need help. Okay? So Chrisean Rock, no excuses for Walmart baby video. Blueface doesn't help me. Well, boo-boo, you knew he wasn't going to help you because he was initially saying the baby wasn't even his. Then he got his crazy mama saying, you knew what you got yourself into. Feel bad for her. So Chrisean Rock has heard the message loud and clear from people angry with her lack of care with holding her newborn infant. But says Blueface has been MIA and helping her out with the newborn. Girl, you on your own. You better get a nanny. She was able to afford a new house. She needs a nanny. She needs a nanny, and she needs somebody that really cares. She doesn't need anybody that's just going to be in her business to tell her business, and that's going to be a hard thing for her to find. Now, if you can interpret what she's saying here, let's listen to her own words.
Like, instead of that lady recording me, she could have just helped me. I got a dog, 2 carts full of shit I need for my house. I'm calling my baby daddy. Is he helping? No. So I don't know why he's chiming in either. This mommy shit is cool, but man, your mind is racing 8 hours a day. And then transitioning to everything in my situation. I don't know. Like, everything is just overwhelming. I'm still learning. I love my baby. He's a good baby. I'm gonna tighten up, straight up. What are you talking about? Big Rock got this. You. Everybody make mistakes. Period.
She right. Everybody make mistakes. I do believe she loves her baby. And you know, what are you gonna do? So Chrisean addressed the now viral video showing her young son's head dangling around while she held him in a carrier at Walmart. Rock admits fault for not cradling his head properly, but says the woman who recorded her struggling with the baby could have offered assistance if she felt there was a problem. And that I do agree. So that we'll see here the video. That's her with the dog. Now, why she just didn't leave the dog home, I don't know. Look at the baby. That baby, ooh, thank God that baby survived that. It's a hot mess. I feel bad for her. So Chrisean also called out Blueface, who took a jab at Chrisean after the video went viral, claiming her calls to him went unanswered. Rock explained she was juggling the baby, a dog, and 2 full carts with only 2 hands. Chrisean says she was stressed to the limit. Okay, but that's single motherhood, especially. She is gonna have to put her big girl panties on. Blue, for his part, said he wasn't ragging on Chrisean over the Walmart, but says she's going to have to play the part of an adult when he's not around to save the day. Well, bro, you can't ever save no day, but whatever. And I'm only gonna play a smidgen of this because Cardi B tried to give her some advice too.
Cardi, any advice for the new boy mom, Chrisean? You know, she's moving
Open
this
up,
thing.
open up, open up,
Kind of a
open
government
up.
at this
Let's
point.
open up, open up.
What I will advise is that whenever like you start feeling like emotional, that means you might not think it's postpartum, but it's postpartum. So when that happens, go outside, take a breather, go drink some coffee, go eat some lunch on your own. When you're like a new mom, like the new schedule overwhelms you. So just do something, you know, just do something that calms you down and peaceful.
I love that.
So yeah, I agree with Cardi B. So Cardi B spoke on Magnet Days like this when asked her best advice for Chrisean's crash landing into motherhood, where she reminded her to save some free time for herself when the going gets tough and vice versa. Now, his Blueface mother spoke. She's a whole nother train wreck in and of itself. And I wish she just go somewhere and sit down. I cannot with Blueface mother. I mean, she's ridiculous. I'll play a little
grocery store with the goddamn shit folded over and he doing a back bend like he in the goddamn gymnastics already. I don't like none of them. Kylie's first baby daddy, a husband, none of them raggedy. They couldn't even lift up more weights than me. I don't know why my kids out here running around with these goddamn weirdo no.
I can't with her. I don't even want to play no more of her because she gets on my nerves. I can't take her. But let me start. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
Huh?
What are your thoughts?
Oh,
listen, it's a sad situation, and you know, she had her baby and that baby carrier with. Is it a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Dangling that's not good. Now I will agree with her about the lady shouldn't record her. I do agree with her. She should have helped her instead of her recording. She should have helped her. And so I'm just I'm just praying for her, and I hope her life gets better, and I hope it be people around her that really cares about her that would help her, and maybe she could go to a parenting classes, and they would that would help her as well too. And Blueface's mother, she's a fool.
Yeah.
She's a fool. Just talking all that BS, like she's a fool. And you know what? I agree with Cardi B. I agree with her, and that's it, Diva.
All right, thank you, Denzel.
You're welcome.
Roya, what are your thoughts?
You know, this is a very interesting situation. As you said, Diva, history has shown that neither of these two children, because that is what they are, children. I want to say Blueface is like 24, 25, 26, maybe somewhere around there. And she's 23. These are babies, and these babies came from broken homes. You know, Blueface and his father and his mother, you know, they were not together from what I understand. And Chrisean and her parents, they had a very rough relationship, and her mom was on substance abuse, and you know, they just come from rough backgrounds. And so this is a perfect example when you give fame and fortune to people that unfortunately have no real guidance in their personal lives. We have my generation has uplifted young people who have little talent, give them all of this fame and fortune, and then we get upset when they behave as who they are. These are, you know, these are their circumstances, these are their situations, this is where they come from. So as unfortunate as it was to see Chrisean and the baby, you know, in that situation, there are so many people walking around behaving this way because this is all they know. No one taught them that the baby's head has to be supported. Whether you're carrying the baby in your arms, in a carrier, in a stroke, whatever the baby's in, the baby's head has to be supported.
That's facts. That's facts. Even in the stroller. Come on now, boy. Oh, look at you. Go ahead, talk that talk.
Listen. So we cannot, you know, really get too upset because we as a community, even though the parents did it, where was the village?
Yeah.
Where was the family? As she said, instead of taking a picture of me, because it just so happened that Chrisean is famous, she got caught on camera doing it. We can walk in Walmart, Target, CVS, wherever we go, and see this on a day-to-day regular basis.
That's facts.
And
That's
see
facts.
Worse, really, if we want to keep it 100%.
They keep it 100. You better talk.
As she said, lady, instead of taking a picture, why you didn't come and help me?
Right.
Why didn't you didn't ask, can I get your groceries? You know, or come over, hey, baby, you may want to prop the baby's head up a little bit. Let me help you. There was nothing that you did other than complain about what you seen. Where's the family? Where's the village? This is ridiculous. I'm not expecting much from Blueface. So I want everybody to stop expecting from Blueface, including Chrisean.
It's sad.
It's sad. We got to get some good, you know, one thing that I would love to see is some real people coming to mentor her. You know, I love Cardi B, and it's one thing to get on the platform or, you know, have people ask you questions, but it's another thing to actually step in and really help when you see help is needed. And that's what I want to see. I want to see our female rappers, you know, lifting up and supporting one another, because that's what it's all about. You know, I would love to see the men do it too. 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna happen. But if we're gonna talk about this sisterhood, if we're gonna talk about being together and being on one accord, this is the time to step up and help a sister out.
Yeah, I will say this, and you know what? Maybe that's what we need to do on our social medias, right? You know, hashtag help Chrisean Rock. Like all the ladies, somebody step in and help her. Because I'm gonna be very honest with you, not every single piece of baby equipment, even when you read instructions, that I know how to use properly. No. And when I did use that thing, that harness, whatever, people helped me get in it and make sure that the straps was all tight and right before I put the baby in it. You understand what I'm saying? And you hit the nail on the head, Roya. Even in the stroller, I don't know what they call it now, but they got this like pillow thing that you put in the back to make sure the baby head stays in place, and so with the car seat also. Yeah, they do. You're right. No matter where that baby is, when you're traveling with the baby, you got to make sure the head is in position. So I like that. You reminded me of that. Leo, what are your thoughts?
Struggling over here to get off mute. Okay, so I'm from the generation, Diva, of all these young mothers, right? So one of my friends had her first at 15. Another one had her first at 16. Another one, and I'm 50. So then another one had her first at 17. No, I had two had their first at 16. And then another one had their first at 17. And when I tell you the predicaments we was all in, because we all had old school mothers, right? And so the mothers was like, that's your baby. You ain't going nowhere. You gonna take that baby with you. The only thing I'm gonna help you do is get out of school, and that's it. That's all. I'm not babysitting. That's what we had. And so we all made terrible, and when I tell you terrible mistakes with these kids.
Right.
But I have 3 that graduated from college, right? One that runs his own business now. So it's not like it is the worst thing that has ever happened to watch Chrisean rock with her baby in the strap, and the baby head is rolling all. Let me tell you something, Diva. It was times when the babies was with us at the club, girl. Do you hear me?
No, I do. Come on, let's talk. We got to talk the truth, though. Yes, I hear you. Yeah, come on.
I mean, we
said my baby got to come with me, so the baby with me.
And this was before car seats. We got the babies in the back seat looking for the baby daddy, and he running the streets with this other chick. And you know, we smoking cigarettes and all types of stuff in the car with the baby. Okay, so it is so much stuff that goes on when you are a young mother and you don't have guidance and you don't know what to do.
Right.
The only thing that I can say is I really pray that people do step up and help Chrisean, because she's really going to need it for her mental health. Because keep in mind, right, we gathered around each other, even though we was all young and dumb. We was all there for each other. We held each other. We cried. We held the babies when they cried. When they were sick, we did all the things. We was at the ER with the babies all night long when the baby had a fever, and we just was always there supporting each other.
Absolutely.
She don't have no support system whatsoever.
Right.
So I'm not gonna go too hard on it, because I live this way, and I don't have kids, but all them babies feel like they mine, because I birthed them, I changed their diapers, I took care of them when they were sick. I did all the things. So all these babies that are grown now, they're like in their late 20s, early 30s, they all grown now. But I'm telling you, it is a terrible, terrible thing that she don't have a village. And I feel sorry for her. I really do. And she will not be able to count on Blueface for nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean
wait, somebody, hold on. In Chicago. Somebody, okay, let's stop. Okay, yes, you are correct. See, she needs one of these things right here for the stroller. Like this, you know, that one all the way in the end for 1979. There's a lot of things she needs, but she don't know these things. And someone needs to tell her. Somebody needs to help her.
She needs
somebody help me do my baby registry. You need
guys. I know it's not my turn, but I think that we are all being swindled here. We're being swindled here. This is the thing. She has many nieces and nephews. She has taken care of children. She has many sisters. She
But she
has
taken
a
care of a
support
newborn.
system. She has a godmother and a mother who is the one who convinced her to keep this baby. My opinion of Chrisean is this, and I had really been rooting for her, and I was all emotionally caught up and, felt like, oh my God, this is terrible. And then I started really noticing that there are some things that don't quite make sense. And I think they don't quite make sense because they're not real. Now, this thing with the baby, this really actually happened, and that woman should have helped her instead of reaching for a phone. That is, if I saw a baby dangling like that, I would be like, oh my God, the baby. That would be my reaction as a human being. So something is really wrong with people. But I can say that there is a way. I don't have kids either, but there's a way that I hold things that I care about, my dog, my car keys, because I love my car. There's a way that I take care of and protect things that I care about. And in that moment, I don't know what was going on with her, but she was not thinking about that baby. She also was in the part of Walmart where you go to do business transactions. So I don't know if she was trying to send a family member some money or some emergency was happening or something. I didn't see any carts of groceries. Also, you can order groceries from Walmart. I just ordered some this morning. So there's, like I said, there's too many things with her that don't add up. And I think that, yes, this was a very real moment, but I think a lot of what we see from her is done from clicks and views. And I think her and Blueface are working together, and they have been this entire time, which is why he's not saying anything, because this is something really, a real thing that happened. And so now we're getting a real reaction from him, as opposed to him acting a fool for clicks and views, which is what he has been doing the entire of 2023.
But he did drag her initially. Then he pulled back. He did
really. I wouldn't call that a dragging. I think that he pretty much said what we're all saying. Like, why did you have the dog with you in the first place?
Well, like, I have to go order, Callie. So give me a minute, because then I don't want to skip anybody. But let me just say this. 100% this girl don't have it all together at all. She doesn't. We've seen it. She's naming the baby Chrisean Rock. Then he comes around for 2.2 seconds, and now she's ready to change the baby's name and give him the daddy name, right? I will say this. From the time I come to know her through through this reality TV stuff, she's been all over the place. And when we're saying she raised her siblings from birth,
no, I'm not saying she raised them. I'm saying that she has a lot of nieces and nephews that we have even seen her taking care of them. Wait, so it's not like she has never been around a baby before. This is not.
But what I'm saying is, let me say this. I had children come in. I had godchildren, nieces and nephews. It's one thing to have them for a minute, and then mommy, daddy, and them come to pick them up. Then 24/7, tag, you're it. And I will also say this too. Like Cardi B was saying, when you go from, even when you're pregnant, there's nowhere to prepare. Unless you already had one, there's no way on this earth to prepare for when that thing come out of your body, and especially if it's only you that has to take care of that baby. Some point after having a baby, you're so tired and delirious, you will literally bump into walls in your house. You better ask somebody who had a baby and they know what I'm trying to say here. You will be so delirious because that baby eats all types of hours. Okay, you think you fine and you think you're not tired, and you literally bumping into walls. And the best advice that most parents will give you is, they don't care if your house is a train wreck. They say when that baby sleep, you sleep. They said if the baby close their eyes for 15 minutes, you go lay down and close your eyes for that 15 minutes with that baby. So you will not get exhausted, overwhelmed, and then kick into this postpartum depression. Parenting your own child 24/7 and you can't give them to nobody and nobody's there to help you is no joke, right? And so I'm gonna tell y'all right now, depending upon, because there's so many products out there now. Depending upon, come on now, I'm telling you, I done been there, did that. That's why I will have compassion all day long. And now these different strollers, some of them you press the button, they fold. Some of them you got to do 20 different things. They fold. Come on now, straight sleepwalking. You think you fine? Slid down the stairs trying to come. You better ask somebody. Making sure the bottle ain't too hot. That's why, you know what? Shout out to all the breastfeeding mothers, because all you got to do is pull down your shirt and say, here. I'm trying to tell you. Okay? You know, everybody wants to say Google a video. A video can't tell you. This is life. This is life. And you're talking about a child. You're talking about a girl who can't even run her own life. Seriously? She has been indirectly, I'm going to say emotionally, can I say the word abused by that darn Blueface and his mama?
Well, not just his mom, Diva, but like I said from the beginning, we are dealing with someone who does not have a supportive family. She doesn't have a village. You come from a mother and a mother who has, substance abuse, a father who is abusive, just like Blueface. If you have ever watched their Zeus show, you will see that both of their families, they're tragic. They come from chaos, confusion, and mess. And when you grow up in that type of environment, you don't have a real sense of responsibility, if that makes sense. That's the best way I can think of it. You don't have a real sense of responsibility. You don't have a real sense of the proper way of doing things. Because my thing is, the only way she would have learned this is seeing what she watched. This is what she saw. If she got all these nieces and nephews
to tap in on Roya. Felicia, I'm coming to you. I will also say this, but I know this because I did peds in the hospital. The police department, your local police department, will help make sure that the car seat for the baby is put in the car correctly. Okay, so there's so much stuff you have to know that you don't know, and sometimes you think you don't put that car seat in there right, and you didn't. This is just true facts. So I knew, because I worked in pediatrics, that I can go to the local police station before I even deliver my baby and baby come home and make sure that car seat, because there are people and there are cops that are trained on how to do that, to make sure it's right. And when at the time I had a Volvo, and that particular Volvo, they told me that they have a special latch in there just for the car seats. And also, I didn't get it, but the Volvo truck at the time, the back seat in the middle, it turned into the toddler car seat type of situation. So you wouldn't have to buy the next car seat, the toddler thing or whatever. They also tell you in the hospital how the car seat, when the newborn they need to be facing the seat. And then also how you need, since they have to face the seat and not you could have that mirror, the mirror, so that you put back there and they show you how to put it in there properly. Who tells you all these things? How would you know? Everybody's saying a video. How would you know to Google what you don't know? How you going to know to Google that? They got a mirror. And then in the hospital, we also told them, make sure you get the thing on your car that say baby on board. They also told us that when it's the husband and wife, whoever's driving, the other one sit in the back with the baby. I'm trying to tell you, I already know it. I've been there and done that. But I know because people told me, and I happened to work in the environment with the kids, and I knew what to tell the parents when they came through the door. And these parents came from all different backgrounds. It was like, oh, I didn't know that. Family got a bunch of kids. They was like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, one of y'all sit in the back with that kid in case that kid is back there choking. And you got the seat facing the seat and not facing you, because legally, by law, when they're under a certain age and there's under certain pounds, the seat got to face the seat. The car seat got to face the seat. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. Felicia, you're up.
Good evening, everybody. Seems like we got a gangster panelist up here tonight.
Ay, ay, ay.
And some gangster parenting. So I'm going to be the peaceful one.
Okay, let's do
I know that being a new mother, a new parent is very challenging. And you do learn as you go.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully grace will be extended to you and love will be extended to you so that you can get it right and keep your baby safe. And I hope that for Chrisean. She seems like, to me, she looks sleep deprived.
Yeah.
I definitely suffered from sleep deprivation. So I'm wishing her the best.
Yeah. Yeah. You do, Robin, have to bring the car seat to the hospital, right? We do help you with it. But at certain times, because some families have 2 cars and they only have 1 car seat, right? Or they can only afford 1 car seat. Or when they take the baby to the babysitter, they got to give up that car seat. So they show you how to secure that thing in and out of the car seat, each and every time, right? So yes, you are correct. Yes, they do in the hospital. Where am I at? Julius, you're up.
If the immediate village won't step in, then someone in the extended should step in. That lady shouldn't have been recording. She should have said, baby girl, let me show you how to do this. Because I've been there before. I've been to the hard place and back the other way. That's what that lady should have did. But everybody today, if they don't have to, they want to record every single old thing and that. But they forget. Celebrities are human with human feelings. And I'm going to leave it at this empathetic response because then it could go real left talking about that wannabe daddy, but not really. But I'm going to leave it at that.
Boom, we'll leave it at that. So, Luciana, the thing is, now too, okay, everything is just money, 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 right? Long time ago, I'm talking a long time ago now, when you had a vaginal delivery, at best you probably was I'm talking a long time ago in the hospital 7 days. And if you had a C-section, you probably was in the hospital about 2 weeks, okay? Then all of a sudden, vaginal delivery, you probably in the hospital about 3 days and they kicking you out and wishing you well. And in a C-section, you're probably in the hospital about 4 days. And that's provided, all goes well and nothing goes wrong. Now you're not even in the hospital long enough. Once they know you know how to feed the baby barely, you know how to change your diaper, they ask you, tell your peoples, your husband or whoever, bring that car seat here. Do you want to give your baby this shot, that shot, or whatever before they leave? They do tell you to follow up with the pediatrician tomorrow. So they make sure you got a pediatrician and they say good luck and goodbye. Good luck and goodbye. But way back when my mother had me, but I'm 53, it wasn't like that. You was in the hospital a long time. Now they kick you out. And now they want to get cute, right? The cute thing is, let's put the baby on your bare skin to skin contact, so the baby get to love you. Well, okay, that's nice. We got 18 years for this baby to love me. Can you help me understand how I'm going to really take care of this baby? I'm nervous. I'm scared. Can you give me some tips? Can you send me with a list of videos or something? Callie, anything else you want to say?
Oh, well, what I wanted to, I still wanted to reiterate yet again that woman is wrong. And if anybody sees something like that, please go over and try to help the baby, especially if it is a baby that little. That baby is 2 weeks old.
Yep.
Now, it's hard for me to really, maybe she is getting a little postpartum. It's hard for me to really honestly believe that someone would have a baby that small and would not have their hand on the back of the baby the whole time. That's a little hard for me to believe, or maybe that was just a split second. Who knows how long the baby was like that. It could have been 10 seconds. I hope that was all it was. But I think that she is so busy trying to prove that she can do all of this, that she's not asking for help. or allowing anyone to help her. I don't think it's that she doesn't have a village. I think that she feels like she has to prove herself to these people that think that she's a bad mother. She has to prove I can do it all. And in the midst of trying to do it all, the baby almost got hurt. She should have ordered the groceries. If she had to go to the store, she should have left the dog and she should have brought the stroller. But she wants to be Superwoman. And hopefully this won't ever happen again. And you know, she's learned from this. I do agree that she needs a nanny, whether if it's a stranger or a relative or whoever, she definitely needs a nanny. But all of this poor Chrisean, all of this quote unquote abuse has made her a celebrity. She had one song that didn't even chart. She is famous because they fight. And I think it was genuine at first. But I also think it got to a point where they started seeing that is what was getting them attention. And they said, we're going to go out here and act a fool and get this money. And so with them, I never know what's real and what's not real, because I think a lot of it isn't real. But I don't want anything to happen to that baby at all. This is a girl that just bought a $2.5 million house. So this is not poor Chrisean. Okay. There's nothing poor about her. This girl is becoming a millionaire off of you guys sitting here thinking, oh my God, she's just so naive and being abused. And I think most of that is staged. At this point, I think it started off genuine. They were genuinely fighting, because that's how I first ever even saw them. But when they realized that this is the only thing that people care about, I think they made a pact and was like, we're really going to act a fool.
Oh my.
So I think at this point, what we've been seeing in this past year or so, a lot of that has been acting a fool for clicks and views.
Oh my.
And now there's a baby involved. And that she didn't want. The mom pretty much emotionally blackmailed her into keeping this baby. Where's the mom now?
All right, I gotta get to, in my opinion. I want to say this. I want to say this though too. I get it. There's a lot of women, believe it or not, whether they're scared or whatever the case may be, say, oh, I don't want this baby. But some of them end up having it because it was too late to do something different. But either way, when the baby got here, they love the baby. When she said, I love my baby, listen, I can, you know, I could get rough and I could get down with the get down. When she said, I love my baby, I believe that. I believe she loved a baby. And she said, I'm going to figure out, I'm going to get it right. I see
her child. I just don't know if her lifestyle, realistically, if she can work and maintain this lifestyle and take care of this child. I don't know if that's realistic. And I think she's going to have to hire somebody to take care of this child most of the time.
Yeah. Even when I seen her pick up the baby in the lives, I mean, she needs help. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'm coming to you. Lakeisha, thank you so much for the super chat. I was a grown career woman in my mid-30s when I had my kid, and I had no idea what I was doing. You better talk. I was 35. And listen, I just recently found out they call that geriatric pregnancy. Goodbye. But anywho, I was 35. Yes, they do. They so disrespectful. You see how they treat the females? They
so nasty and so rude.
Dirty. It's so rude, so nasty. But anywho, yes, I was 35. She said, my kid's pediatrician in the amazing nutrient Black woman at her daycare guided and taught me everything. They were my village. I don't know if you was here when I told because my son did not go to they call it, you know, the learning centers now. They got fancy names for the daycare. Okay. They call it the learning center. And listen, my son's place was called, I'll never forget it, called Kitty College. Okay. They called it Kitty College. So freaking cute. But can I tell you though, he was in, I think I told her I'm not going to hold it up because I want to get to my opinion. He was in pull-ups when he went there and they was like, Mommy, what are you doing? He still had his bottle. They was like, have you lost your mind? Okay. They was like, are you crazy? Bring the sippy cup. I'm like, he don't even have a sippy cup. They was like, you need to go buy one. Okay. That's how they told me. They looked me dead in the face. They said, you need to go buy one. And then he had his pacifier. We walked in there. He was 2, where he was like a little baby too. They was like, oh no. They said, where you been? I said, oh, he been with his grandparents, you know, da. And, you know, he kind of points to what he wants. He don't say much. They was like, oh, my God. they was looking at me like, girl. She said, tonight when you go home, yeah, they talked to me like I was straight stupid. And I didn't.
They said, get it together.
Yes, they did, boy. Yes, they did. She said, tonight when you go home, she said, you take him to the garbage can with the pacifier and you throw it in the garbage and you say bye-bye.
Oh, no, they didn't.
I said, well, how you going to go to sleep tonight?
Right.
She said, Mommy, get it together. I went to the garbage, me and his dad. I said, are we doing this? He said, well, they said do it. We both was like, and we was good and grown.
No, the same thing happened to me. And my parents were in their 30s. And my cousin was actually staying with my parents. And she threw my pacifier away because she's like, she's too old. Yes, and I still remember it.
Yeah, good and grown. Yeah, we standing there looking at each other. We like, we about to do this because we want to sleep tonight. He said, they said throw it in the garbage. In my opinion, your thoughts? Are you there?
Okay, I don't want to be real hard on Chrisean, but I'm not gonna be real light on him either. Because here's the thing. Diva, back in the day when we had kids, and now I had kids in this day too. So I done went to both of them, okay? I went and had some grown kids, decided I was gonna start all over and have another step 3. And tell you, don't do that. Okay? Don't do it. But here's my thing. They teach parenting classes now. That was something we didn't have when we was having our first kids. So we didn't know all this stuff. In parenting class, it teaches you how to change their diapers, teach you how to lay them so they don't get colicky. It teaches you all these different techniques that are really smart. And usually young moms that get pregnant in school, that's what they're teaching them. And it's called the Family Mom Program, or you can bring your kid to school and you can actually learn how to take care of your kid as an elective. They also do this through your JCCEO or your whatever your rehabilitation center in your state is. I just find it hard to believe she knew she was going to have a baby. She didn't do any research on how she was going to take care of this baby. I mean, I am feeling sorry for her. I do. And I have amazing compassion for this baby. And I'm telling you, as a mama, okay, I've been both ends. I've been the single young mom, and I've been an older mom of a certain age, okay, having kids. And I just feel like what you don't know, you're going to learn. Because there was a lot of mothers that did not know how to do it, and they probably didn't have a village neither. But they took the initiative and an extra step to learn what they needed to learn. So I'm not going to let her off scotch-free. Yes, I wish somebody would have reached out and said, hey, let me mentor you, let me help you out. But because they didn't, okay, we're not going to cry a river. Now you're going to get on there and learn what you got to do. It ain't going to be no, whoa, it's me. I need you to grow up and be a grown woman. You was grown enough to go lay down and have one. Now be grown enough to take care of it.
Thank you. In my opinion, Lakeisha, thank you for the super chat. She said, and I was married. Hashtag geriatric pregnancy. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. E, your thoughts? Know what? I appreciate you. We're connecting. We're connecting. Know what? She's loving her child. Doesn't have anything about knowing what's best for the child. I agree with you. E, your thoughts, babe? Are you there? Okay, we're gonna move on because I don't hear E coming off of mute there. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
Oh, you came to me already.
I did. Wayne, what are your thoughts?
I was thinking, when you have to be a little proactive when you're pregnant. I know when I had my first child, heck, before, the baby could develop. I'm trying to shop. We shopping for a stroller, everything, And when the kid gets here, it's like it's coming in a loving environment. Unfortunately, it don't sound like two people trying to raise this kid. It only tries to sound like one. Mm-hmm. And you learn along the way. God help her. Peace be with her. Amen. Peace be with her.
I'll say hashtag praying for Chrisean. Hashtag can somebody in the village that knows her step up and step in and help her out. and somebody check on her, because those first few weeks are critical, and you can literally lose your mind from just not having enough sleep. You really could. So
the other thing too, Diva, the other thing too is that, people saying, the lady didn't take a, took her picture, whatever, stuff like that. Sometimes people scared to approach people about their children, and you get told off, even if you're right. A lot of times people don't want you telling them about, what's, like, hey, you should do this or you should do that. And especially if you got a smart mouth and stuff like that, you ain't gonna receive it so well. I'm not saying she like that, but sometimes people are apprehensive about approaching people about their children.
I hear you. All right, we move on. We're praying for you, Kashana. Or at least I am. That's all I'm saying, right? Praying for you. Let's move on to this next story. Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade, I cannot with them, right? And so let me go ahead and share screen so we can get right in this story, because we got stuff to talk about with this situation here.
I think we are so over them. We need to put them on the sick and shut-in list.
Sick and shut-in list, okay? Dwyane Wade, I tried breaking up with Gap Union after having a kid with another woman, okay? I'm not gonna play Club Shay Shay stuff, because he let this strike the people in. But so y'all could go over to his channel, watch the video. So Dwyane Wade is opening up about one of the most challenging times of his life, admitting he nearly ended things with his now wife Gabrielle Union after finding out he was having a child with another woman. The Miami Heat legend, who fathered his 9-year-old son Xavier with Aja during a pause. That's what they love to call this, a pause, a break, right? In his relationship with Union in 2018, broke down his mental struggles with the circumstances during his appearance on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast this week, saying it's something the couple still deals with today. Now, see, they took a pause. Let's take a pause right there. Something the couple still deals with to this day. That don't make sense. Why did y'all stay together? Something the couple deals with to this day. If you forgave me and you want to consistently still bring it up, then get the walking. Get the walking. I ain't dealing with all that. It hasn't been perfect, Wade said. It will never be perfect. Excuse me? We go to therapy over the 9-year-old kid that you had when you was on break. Been to therapy. We had shout outs about it. Y'all had shouting matches about the 9-year-old. Regular conversations about it. It's going to continue to be something I have to work at and work on. That's stupid. Wade said he considered cutting ties with Union to avoid facing the music, but he's thankful she didn't give up on their love for each other. I tried to pussyfoot around it, Wade continued. I tried to break up with, hey, things have been bad lately. Hey, we've been having a little distance in our relationship anyway. I tried all of that. She kept showing up. Ladies out there, know your worth. Wade, who married Union in 2014, explained that there is no way he'd be able to navigate through the rough waters without his partner, but made it clear he also feels for his son, who will always have to live with the narrative. What narrative? What narrative? And why isn't the 9-year-old in this family pick? What narrative? When it comes to my son, that's hard for him because y'all making it hard for him. So shame on y'all. This is always going to be there. He's done nothing. It's a stain that's on him for no reason. Y'all, I can't with these two. I cannot. Warrior.
This is probably going to sound so mean when I say this, and y'all please forgive me and Lord forgive me, but Gabrielle Union gives me Sanderson Sisters. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. And it just, I don't understand. And it's not meant for me to understand, but I don't understand their relationship. I don't understand them being together. I don't understand what they're doing with this so-called family.
Wait, hold on, boy. Yeah, this what Jenny Ma trying to do. Not Gabby acting like Jenny stalking their man until they take him back.
Lord have mercy.
Tonight.
When I love Royal
Jesus.
laugh, I love Royal laugh.
Me too. He have a cute laugh. I love it.
Oh God.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't understand. Why do we need to know you had another baby with somebody else? Why do y'all keep sharing all of y'all life with me? I just feel like they do anything for clout. They do anything for attention. We're constantly, talking about them about nothing. If we're not hearing about Gabby, brag and, talk about all of her, previous marital issues and what's currently going on today. We with Dwyane talking about the cheat and then him being submissive to his wife, and then we talking about this child that they want to have, or he wants to be transgender or whatever that situation is, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. I don't, in my opinion, see what they are trying to bring to us. What are you trying to tell us? What are you trying to teach us? Like, what is the reason, in the words of Cardi B? What is the reason for all of this? Why? And then you're still struggling with it today? Well, what we've been doing all this time? What are we talking about? Are we in therapy? If so, you need to fire the therapist and figure out where to go. I just...
Fire the therapist.
I don't know.
First of all, let me tell you what pissed me off about this. Y'all still argue about it to this day. The child always will have this stain. What goddamn stain? What stain? You were not married to her at that point.
Making him a stain. You're making him a stain. That comment alone. That's why I had to stop even listening, because that comment alone just goes to show you willing to kiss up to a woman and throw a child away. Like, you literally threw that child away and said, you mean nothing to me. Like, you're a stain on me is literally what he said. Like, the child you're the problem. You made that situation. On a break, no. You was doing what you wanted to do when y'all were together. You continue to do what you wanted to do after y'all broke up. And in my opinion, you probably still doing what you want to do. And Gab is just like, whatever.
That part. Lakeisha, this is the part right here. That's the gag right there. See, nobody wants to tell the truth. That's the gag right there. They are still arguing because they weren't on pause. They were not on pause. That's the gag. That's the facts. They said that to save face for her. 100%. His son is a constant reminder of his infidelity and disrespect. And there it is. Boom. Tell the truth and shame the devil. But my thing is, as a female, if you're going to go back and turn back, then you need to forever shut your mouth and deal with you turn back and said yes to. And that kid needs to be in your house. That kid needs to come around. The kid feels like a stain and a shame because you show every single child in your family except the 9-year-old. Why? Because Gabriel Jr. has a problem with it. Well, I got a problem with you because that's my seed, and that seed is going to come around just like all these other kids. Leo, your thoughts?
And he need to put his foot down and tell the truth, because all this Paul stuff, they need to stop trying to play. Stop trying to play. The person that they're damaging is this child.
Yes.
At the end of the day, they're damaging his child, and Dwyane Wade, as a man and a father, needs to stop playing these games. They're still arguing about it because they're not telling the truth.
Come on now.
They're not telling the truth to each other.
Not
telling the truth to the people, not telling the truth to their other children. That there's a sibling out there that needs to be a part of their family. And I know this from experience. Okay? Yes. You need to include this child into the family, and it's hard and it's difficult, and people got to swallow their ego and their pride and their hurt and all their feelings. They got to swallow all of it. It's going to be a bitter pill to swallow.
Right.
But at the end of the day, these siblings need each other. And I'm telling you that. I'm telling you because I know it from experience.
Right.
We all love each
picture
other.
Of this 9-year-old. Where's the picture of this 9-year-old?
And I'm telling you, they need to hurry up. They need to hurry up and include this child. And Gabrielle Union need to get over herself.
Yes.
Oh my God, get over yourself. If you love that man, you will love his children.
Woo! And point blank of the period. Because you married him after. You married him after.
Yeah.
So accept it.
And get over yourself. Get over yourself. What you trying to make like nobody can cheat on you? Girl, bye.
Child.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You married him anyway after he cheated on you. Get over yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a family with this man, include the siblings.
That's
right.
That
creates the family. It is what it is.
It is what it is. And that's why you over there paying 50-50.
Facts. Tell it, Diva.
That's why you over there paying 50-50. Callie, what are your thoughts?
I think you guys are right. They were not on a break. And I wish that they would keep this relationship to themselves. Gabrielle Union, to me, doesn't seem to know how to read the room because we should not know any of this stuff. And she has told some things that have been way more embarrassing than this.
Facts.
And it just seems like she is just so desperate to be with this man that she will do anything. And like someone just said, if you love him, you would love his kids. Yes. I don't think it's about loving him. I think it's about possessing him. I think it's about being able to say, I am married to this tall, successful celebrity. I think that's more what it is about. It's about the image and the idea of him. Because like everyone here has said, once that child was there, if you couldn't accept that, you should have been gone. And there have been other things that have gone on with them that to me lead me to believe that these are two people that are forcing a relationship when it's obvious they're not right for each other.
Yeah.
They're just going to force this.
Yeah.
And that's what it seems like to me. It seems like they are forcing themselves to be together.
Yeah, come on.
And it's just, I don't want to hear about it anymore. It's dark. It's depressing.
Woo.
I don't like that this child is being treated this way. None of that is cool. We all know when you go out and engage with someone, it's a possibility that a child can be created unless you are an old, like way older person dealing with a woman that's way too old to have a child. That's the only way.
Callie, we can have a geriatric pregnancy now.
Oh no! My doctor actually told me that they have a lot of women in their late 40s and early 50s that are now coming in pregnant.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff that they kind of thought before about 35 and all of that stuff is kind of gray now.
Yeah.
So it's they're learning more. A lot of what they had was based on people smoking, and people don't smoke anymore. So we're aging differently.
Right.
But that's a totally different topic. But with them, I agree with you guys. They need to stop. And it's like they have nothing else to get clout. So this is another couple that is using sort of the toxicity in their relationship, even though they're not as toxic, to sort of go viral because what they were doing before wasn't bringing the same attention. He's too old to play ball. Her acting career never really hit big. She works, but she's not an A-list. She's not Viola Davis or anybody like that. Yeah. So this is all they got, is to exploit this relationship.
Thank you. I don't want to mess up your name, G. Callie. Oh, God bless you.
Oh.
And you look beautiful. Oh my God. Yeah, God bless you. God bless the 3-year-old. Shout out to all the geriatric pregnancies out there.
Amen.
Amen. Amen, Denzel. Listen, Felicia, what are your thoughts?
Well, if I may, I'd like to talk about the most desirable part of this story. Anytime you show Shannon Sharpe, well, I think he hot, sexy, smart, good looking, fine. Oh my God, I love that man. So if he will let you go sit on the couch there, Diva, I'll come with you now.
All right.
I know I'm not his type, but that's okay. Let me be in the space with that man.
He's a nice looking man. He's a nice looking man. Felicia, let me, because I want to get this off the screen, but let me just say this real quick and then I'm going to let you continue. Ali, thank you for the super chat. And I believe this also. Gabby may be resentful towards the child because he's a reminder that his father was able to conceive naturally with his mother while she was struggling during that time to get pregnant. That is facts too. That is facts too. But my thing is, you're going to hate on an innocent kid. And the words, I don't even like the words he used, a stain, a constant reminder. And the kid is already feeling the heat and the pain. But the kid feels the heat and the pain, in my opinion, because you won't even acknowledge this kid. Where's your pictures with this kid? Felicia, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can we go back to Shannon? Listen, I am done with the 50-50 couple.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure.
They've got a lot of issues. I did happen to read and see that interview, and her husband said she just kept coming back. Mm-hmm. So now yesterday you kept saying, don't let a man tell you twice he don't want you. So I don't know how many times she kept going back. And going back meant she signed up for all that there is. And in her defense, she did not say that this child was a stain. He said it. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to hold him accountable for how he feels about his children. Okay. And I understand also that Gabrielle had lost a few of those pregnancies.
Yes, she had.
There was a serious physical complications, depression, and all of that. Mm-hmm. And staying in that relationship meant that whatever she was going to get from it, and I don't know what it is. I really don't. Mm-hmm. She was ready to do her 50-50 because whenever they had that argument and he told her it was his house, she said, okay, we have to move and we're going to do 50-50. So they don't sound happy and they don't sound like they want to be with one another. They'll figure it out and they'll move on. Mm-hmm. And let's thank God for that Club Shay Shay, because that man is hot.
Yeah, he's a nice looking man. Stain is very harsh. And if you don't know the words to use, just stay home and shut up and sit down. Stay home. It's a child. It's a life. And now we already know through his father's own mouth that the child is suffering. Because in my mind, if I was a child, I'd be like, well, dang, daddy always on these red carpets. Everybody's there. All his kids are there. Why not me?
You know, listen, Diva, I'm just going to come from that whole parental piece. With the way they shaking up people's genders and getting their heads all screwed up in their house. No, you don't need to be over there right now.
He don't, right? But he doesn't know that as a child.
No, if I was his mother, he would know.
Yeah, right.
No,
I hear you. And you know what? The words that are come out his mouth, you know, I understand, you know, the his other baby mother, the ex-wife or whatever she was, you know, like, let me be in my child's life.
Right.
They got it all twisted up over there.
They sure do.
They got it all twisted up. When you get with somebody that has all these individuals in their past, you indirectly sign up to be in the midst of all of that.
Absolutely.
You can't just put blinders on and act like that past didn't exist, especially when there's children attached to that past.
Absolutely. And can you imagine the children in that home, all of them? Mm-hmm. No one feels loved and protected. No one is safe.
Yeah.
Because you have all of this anger and disappointment. What did he say? 9-10 years later, we're still fighting about that. That means they're fighting about everything. No one is.
Come on, you better talk.
They can't find peace in getting together to go to an amusement park.
You better talk.
So yes, I can.
She talking though. You talking.
I can understand the hurt of a 9-year-old. But when they turn 19, they're going to get it. No. Good thing my mom kept me from that place.
Right.
Too much dark energy up in there.
Facts. And listen, I'm not going to, not for nothing, I'm going to say the same thing with Will Smith's first wife. in the first son. He the only normal one out. Well, I don't know what word to use.
No, we know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to
play.
get it to kids, no matter what age you are. But yeah. Julius, your thoughts?
Okay, since we're gonna use Will Smith as an example,
No, go back. And just go ahead.
I'm over Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I'm
over them. Like at this point, like why bring that baby up at all?
Right.
You brought your son into this situation, like, yo. Like, and you wanna, I understand that Miss Thang may feel a little hurt, but she chose to forgive and stay with him.
Come on now. She kept coming back.
So she needs to pipe down, sit down somewhere, and needs to internally look at herself in the mirror. Oh, I'm shaking the train when I'm about to say this.
Okay, come on now.
Okay, so Chantel, even though nobody can tell you when you can move on from hurt or trauma, it's your trauma. Yes, I agree with that. However, but when are you gonna come to the point to stop having from that trauma from holding you back from your future? Because right now, that's what it's doing to Gabrielle. It's holding her back. So we need to stop with the excuses. Nobody can really tell us nothing. Some people are professional victims.
Ooh! And you know
what? At this rate, it seems like she's a perpetual victim in my eyes because I'm over it.
But she has said that about herself, though, Julius. She had said that about herself. Continue.
Because it's like, I'm like, and it's just like, even though I wasn't in favor of Zaya's mother, she had a genuine outcry. Like, you kept me from my child for far too long in favor of this, and y'all kept, like, come on now. I'm sick of it. They both to blame. He should not have said what he said about his son. But you also shouldn't have been entertaining his son's mother when you know you was in a committed relationship with somebody, no matter if you was married or not. You shouldn't have been entertaining that boy's mama. Let's just keep it real.
He wasn't in a committed relationship. That has to go both ways. Both people have to be committed. And he was not committed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Respect is a two-way street. Like in karma, it may not happen at the time. It may come out years later. We don't know when it's gonna come. But just don't talk about the kid. The kid has nothing to do with it. The kid is an innocent gift from God.
You better talk, Julius. You better talk, Julius. Let me say this. LLO, people are speculating despite them talking about their marriage. We're not in it. Well, honey, they put us in it. They put us in it.
They added us in the group chat. They got
us in the group chat. They consistently got us in the group chat. We split everything 50-50. You put us in the group chat. We would have never known how your bills was getting paid in your house. You moved from Florida because of this, that. You put us in the group chat. How much do you hear about Jay-Z and Beyonce's house?
Okay.
You hear about the Renaissance tour. That's what you hear about. The business, the Renaissance tour. The him being honored at the Brooklyn Library or whatever the case may be. How much do you hear about their personal life? But we can name countless celebrities that their business, their entertainment part is in these streets. Their personal life,
nothing.
Let me tell you something. You want to know who gave a good interview? That Raven Simone. You can ask her the question and she'll get you all the way together.
All the way together.
All the way together. Yes, we will.
All the way together.
Okay.
That's the wig off your head. She said, I ain't talking about that.
You better ask somebody.
You can ask that girl the same question 7 ways sideways. And you know what she said? I'm not talking about that. They asked her about Bill Cosby. She said, here's what she said about Bill Cosby. She said, I was a kid when I was on the Cosby Show. My parents was always around. So these sick individuals talking about did Bill Cosby do something to me? She said it's sick. Now she said in regards to whatever happened between these other females, she said this is how I feel. Victims should be heard. What's your next question? That's right. That's right.
All right.
So the thing is, people always say, "Oh, they asked me the question. They asked them the question. That's why they answer." You don't have to answer. My brother always said to me, "They could put the cards on the table. Don't mean you got to pick them up."
You better do like Carlos King, duck and dodge every question that you asked of you.
Come on now. So my thing is, if y'all put us in the business, we're going to be in the business. He sat on that couch and told Club Shay Shay. He said it's like a stain. He said we still argue about it to this day. He said if 1 and 1 equals 2, then we not making stuff up. We talking the facts here. And what Felicia said is the facts. You're not just arguing about that kid. You're arguing about everybody. And no, you know who Raven Simone had? Because she said it. Her mama and her mama.
Her mama.
Exactly.
She said her mama told her. You know what? This a mother for you. Her mother didn't stop her from sleeping in the streets. What her mother said is get an NDA.
They go.
She said, do not
they don't come in the door. They don't come in the door without signing an NDA.
Boom.
That's what her mother said. So her mother wasn't being unrealistic about
that's for
what
partying with Raven. That's for going out with Raven. That's doing anything with Raven. You got to sign an NDA.
And she said her mama taught her that.
Good.
And she said, even with her wife now, because her mother, she said they was dating, and her mother said, did she sign the NDA? And she said, she told her mother, she said, but she different. The mother said, get an NDA.
And a prenup.
Listen,
and a prenup.
So hold on,
I was gonna say the prenup will hold. NDAs are they ain't worth the paper they written.
Well, no, they worth her paper because she said he even asked her. You got to go listen to that interview. He even asked her. He said, he said, did you ever date a guy? She said, yeah, I did for years.
So he came back yet and told us. He came back and told us.
But that doesn't mean that that's because of the NDA. I'm telling y'all, I used to work in the financial industry, the entertainment industry. NDAs don't.
Well, let me just say this. Let me just say this. Raven Simone, whatever she doing, go speak to her. She got it on lockdown.
It works.
Exactly.
It works. It works.
It works.
It's working.
And so when he asked her, and he asked her 7 ways sideways about this celebrity that she dated, she said, like I said, we signed an NDA. I will never say his name. All I'm saying to you is, you want to know how to do an interview? Call up Raven Simone, because she'll help you navigate that world as a celebrity. They can ask you the question, you won't got to answer it. She better work. Shout out to Raven Simone. What's her name? Rudy from the Cosby Show.
No,
that's no Raven.
That's so Raven.
She was Olivia.
Yep. Come on.
Simone.
Okay, wait. Who am I up to? Because y'all got me worked up.
Yeah, it's shifting.
Wait, in my opinion, did I come to you?
Not yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let me tell you something, baby. Gabrielle, you are the definition of a woman that don't know her worth.
Ooh.
Say it.
Here's the thing. Gabrielle Union, you took all this time to do your documentary for your birthday.
Oh my.
To show us that you was black love and your family was tight. You took all the kids with you and everything.
Okay.
For your husband to go sit on the couch and say, to this day, y'all still fighting over this.
Oh my gosh. You better come up with the facts, in my opinion. Oh my gosh.
Baby, I'm telling you, you taught that man that you didn't know your worth. And he's showing you every day that you don't know your worth. You're not worth nothing to him. Because he said, I tried to break up with her. She wouldn't let me. What kind of stuff is that? Don't let a man tell you twice he don't want you. Because when you do it again, he gonna dog you. And that's what he's doing. He's dog walking her with a collar on. And I feel sorry for you, baby. Gabrielle, I thought very highly of you, but I don't know now, baby. I'm trying to work with you here. But you letting this man dog walk you. He sat here and just put your business out on Front Street and said, hey, I tried to break up with her. She wouldn't let me. Until this day, 10 years later, we still arguing over this child that I slept with somebody else and had out our relationship. No, ma'am.
Well.
Somebody go get them clippers and let's cut that call off for her. Set this baby free.
Not set her free.
That's it.
Damn, in my opinion, damn.
Ta-dow.
What you say? What?
Free that bird. Free that bird.
Let's just call a buck and keep it all the way real again. She like being in that turmoil. It's bringing her.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Oh my God! That was a good
Oh my Jesus!
Denzel, did you go?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Go ahead.
Oh my God!
Stop, Roy, y'all. I don't know why you up there laughing like
He
that.
is making me laugh. Boy, yeah.
Cause that was a good one. He dog walking her. Set her free. Loose the chains in the name of Jesus. Break every chain.
What's the Mary song? Take the shackles off my feet.
Look, and then she can crip walk down the street.
Not crip rock. Oh my God.
All right, come on.
Oh.
Go ahead, Denzel.
Oh my God. Okay, let me get it. I can't breathe. Oh my God. Listen. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, they need to go somewhere. And she needs to find her worth, because clearly worth, because clearly Dwayne don't love her the way she loves him. You know, he talking about, you know, they still arguing about that. And listen, I don't believe they was on a break either. I believe he cheated on her allegedly. I do believe that, and he wanted to break up with her, and she wants to stay with him. Look, you can't, if a person show you that they don't love you, just leave them. I know it's easy said and done, but leave they tell. And for him to say that about his son, he called his son a stain. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, he got to understand that his son will see this. His son will see that interview, and his son gonna probably feel unloved. You get what I'm saying? So Dwayne, that was wrong. And yeah, you could do interviews. You could do interviews like Raven Simone. She knows how to do interviews. He should have just said, I'm not going to answer that question. Next case. Let's talk about something else. But no, he didn't. And they need to get together and start arguing about his son. Like, come on. Like, don't do that. That's really messed up. And to be quite frankly honest with you, Diva, I think they might need to get a divorce, because that's not healthy at all.
She's not divorcing him. Come on now. She kept coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back. She wouldn't leave.
She's a fool.
That's what her husband said.
She's a fool. And it's just, listen, I hope they get their life together, Diva, but they just toxic. They toxic. It's too much. And let's Diva, everybody, let's just say a little prayer for them.
Yeah, they another one. They on a prayer list. Let me move on to Wayne.
All right. Sorry about that, Diva.
Oh, you're fine. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Diva, I don't know too much about him. I know him, but not too much about him. But obviously, some things are better left unsaid.
Yeah.
And that's
I agree with you. Yeah. That's it. It's a little kid. Emmanuel, what are your thoughts?
Well, I wish there was a way we as a country could send a cease and desist to these two to get them to stop talking about their dang on marriage, their family, because you know what?
I like that.
We should all know less about each other. It's something.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
And Gabrielle Union to me is one of the thirstiest women in show business. I mean, it looks like she's competing in the Thirst Olympics. I don't know, but somebody said it earlier. She's not a list celebrity because if she was, she wouldn't be doing all this clownery in the press. And let me say something about, because it really bothers me that these grown celebrity men try to deny their children's existence. You got Drake who called his child a fluke. You got this man who said his son was a stain. You got Beyonce's dad, Jay-Z, who don't want to take care of their kids that they had. And I just feel bad for those kids because it's one thing for your dad to leave you or not love you, but imagine these statements being on the internet for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
God help them.
God help them. No, you said it. God help them. What a shame, right? And it kind of is going to tag into this clip that one of my friends sent me. I'm gonna jump to this clip really quickly before before I go into the last story. Yeah, I just with her, I'm over her, to be honest with you. I'm straight over her. And I'm over them and their family. I don't want to hear another story from them. Especially now that you told me, darn near a decade later, y'all still didn't get over the fact of what you did back then. That's just not even healthy in the relationship. And it's wrong for the kids. So if y'all still arguing about it, I know that kid's never been to his house. I know that kid's never been to his house. And I really feel like that's why she's paying 50% of the mortgage, is so she can have a say on who really comes in there and who doesn't. Now, I wanna, is this where I wanna go? Let me see. I'm trying to see if this is the let me just try to see which one. Okay, no, it's here. Okay, so this scenario I'm about to show you is a true situation where a wife knows that her husband has another child, and every time they're supposed to go see this girl, the wife plays all kind of games. All right, so let's listen. I may have to start it over for y'all, but let me share my screen and let's just listen to this. I'm sorry, where's the sound?
It's up at the top corner.
Oh, thank you, boo.
Boarding started and his wife insisted on going to Starbucks, which was on a different terminal. He told her she didn't have time, but she didn't listen. He waited as long as possible, but when the gate agent was about to close the door, he decided to get on the plane and the wife did not make the connection.
Yeah, throw the whole wife away. First of all, he was going to visit his daughter. So when the wife decided to go to another terminal with 15 minutes to board the plane, she made him make a choice between her and his daughter. So there was just a trip planned before. She overslept, so they already missed the flight. So this is the second time that they're going to try to see his daughter. So when she decided that she was going to delay or just take her sweet time, like the plane was supposed to wait for her, then he did the right thing and he got his butt on that plane to go see his daughter.
Did a husband cross the line when he left his wife at the airport? The husband explained they had about 15 minutes until boarding started and his wife insisted on going to Starbucks, which was on a different terminal. He told her she didn't have time, but she didn't listen. He waited as long as possible, but when the gate agent was about to close the door, he decided to get on the plane and the wife did not make the connection.
Yeah, throw the whole wife away. First of all,
Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing. Y'all get it? And I'm going to say this with her, throw the whole wife away. Throw the whole wife away. And I'm not telling Dwyane Wade to get the divorce, but it's 10 years later, darn near. You can't accept my child from this relationship. I got to throw you in the trash. So this husband right here, the wife was playing games all along. For whatever reason, She did not want to go with him to see his daughter. Where they do that at? These females who want to get with someone that already have, you know, a family from the past, and you think you're going to get with them and ignore and have him ignore that family from the past, you're trash. You're trash. Dwyane, this is quick and simple. We're going to do this. Do you agree? Throw the wife away or not in this scenario?
Throw her away. Horrible, unreasonable. If you didn't want to go, just don't go. Like, he's going to see his child. It ain't about you. It's about the child. If you can't handle that, stay home, and he need to leave her.
That part. Throwing away. Who going to make, first of all, you can't even make it to Starbucks if it's in the same terminal as your flight, let alone going to a whole nother terminal to go to Starbucks, and it's 15 minutes from boarding. You know you ain't going to make it because it's going to take you 15 minutes to stand on the line just to place your order. Leo, are you throwing the wife away?
You know what? I mean, she need to be thrown away, but not just simple for the fact of that he's choosing to go see his daughter. She need to be thrown away because her priorities is messed up. Why you want to be with a man that don't want to be there for their children?
Ooh.
Right? So I feel a way about that because I have lived that as well. I have dated a man long term that had children before we met, and I will never allow that man to sleep in my bed and you have not taken care of your children. Going to see them, counsel them on the phone, provided them whatever they needed, as well as they baby mamas. Okay.
Come on.
What I will not put up with as well is if you know your baby mama has someone laying hands upon her, and you that type of dude, and you gonna go over there and see about your children. I'm gonna be waiting in the car while we go handle this business. Okay.
That part.
I just don't like that. I don't like a man who don't take care of his children.
Yep.
A man that don't take care of his children. I just don't like that.
I don't either, and I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want that energy on me. And yes, why wasn't this discussion before saying I do? You and your children is a package deal. It's a point blank in a period. No matter what side the children are on. If your husband got children, wife, you need to deal with that. Okay. So even if you have no children and he got 3, now you got 3.
Now you got 3, and now you got to deal with it. And to try to prevent him from going to see his child, his daughter. It's shame on you. You're a trifling. You just, I can't.
I cannot.
I can't.
Felicia?
Well, I think this is a good example of the choices that you make today may have serious consequences down the road. An airport is a serious process. It takes thought. It's not like we just going down the street or down the road to the Starbucks. Somebody had to plan something.
Right.
And it sounds like she was unwilling. She didn't want to participate. Probably wasn't the first time, but sounds like maybe the daughter was getting married or something. And, and the father said, I want to be there. I'm just throwing that in because it seemed like it was a priority and he had to make a real choice. Not like he didn't have to before, but maybe he thought she was going to come around. She would soften up. She would get to know his daughter. And that didn't happen. And she pulled what she thought was going to be a boss move, and he turned it around and said, "No, I'm aboard that aircraft." I'm quite confident he filed for divorce when he got back. He was done. Like folks said yesterday, man was done.
He was done. He was done. You know what? One of my good male friends, him and the baby mother was going through it. And I said to him, cut us some slack. Cut us some slack because she wanted this relationship with you and her. And she didn't want to be no single mother raising this little girl. So you got to be the one to step back, relax. You know what I'm saying? Cut us some slack. And you try to just work this thing out. Not for them to be together, because that's not what he wanted. But I said, you got to cut us some slack in the name of your daughter. because I told them, I said, you're not innocent in this. You're not. Okay, you played a little game. You can't say, oh, we just kicking it. And see, that's another thing. These men, like, you just stop it. You're just kicking it, but you treating this person like they're your girlfriend. It's a mind thing. Excuse my language, but you mind effing the girl. You are. Or we just kicking it. But she want a piece of chicken, you taking her to the restaurant. We just kicking it. But the movie come out, y'all the first ones at the theater. Why would she not be confused? She want a pocketbook, you buying it. Why do you think she's confused here, sir? You wake up in the morning, you take her car, you gassing it up. Yeah, she gonna think y'all together.
Because
that's
they want all, Diva, they want all the loving from all the women. That's what they do. They want all the loving from all the women. So they play that game through and through with the girls. And the girls be feeling like they the one.
Why wouldn't you though, right? Right. Why wouldn't you?
Is that true, Wayne?
Well, step in, Wayne, because it's your turn anyway.
Okay. I would say I wouldn't have thought twice. I would have told her, I'll meet you on the plane. It's no sense in both of us trying to fly standby with no guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't have thought twice.
She had a game going, and like Felicia said, she thought she was gonna trump him, but she got played. Came back to that gate and he was gone.
Absolutely.
Came back to that gate, she was gone. But yeah, but I'm just saying in general, these men, you can't stop playing the game, because a lot of these games, you know what? When a child comes into it, the child is gonna get hurt. In my opinion, your thoughts?
Diva.
Mm-hmm.
You showing how to pick these subjects tonight. Let me tell you something. Let's throw both of them in the trash, okay?
Oh my.
She trashed for going to Starbucks and 15 minutes to spare, and he trashed for canceling twice and to get to see his daughter. Y'all both trash.
Okay.
I'm throwing both of y'all in the nearest dumpster. Grouch can have y'all.
Well, you did speak right there. Okay. Okay. Julius, your thoughts? Are you throwing the wife away?
I would have been on the phone on the plane with my lawyer.
Oh shit.
Then I would have enjoyed my time with my child.
Mm-hmm.
And if the child's mom would have asked what happened, I would have told her the whole truth. But I would have emphasized to her that beautiful gift from God right there come first and always will be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the trash would have been taking herself out. And I probably would have found a way to have her served at that airport since she was stranded, as she should have been.
Boom. Boom.
Like
and I hope he had the car keys.
Mess around, you gonna find out. And she found out.
Yeah. I hope he had the car keys. Get you an Uber back home. Miss Diva always has some rough topics. She loves to get the train shaking. I don't be trying to do that. They just come in my lap. Callie, what are your thoughts? Throw the wife away?
Yes, throw the wife away. And I think a lot of women will date men or marry men that have kids, even though that's not really what they want, because again, they're so desperate and they feel like there's no men out there that don't have kids. But you really don't want to be with a man that has children. And I really think that is not something you should compromise on, because that is going to cause a whole bunch of problems.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be with a man that has kids, do not date or marry please don't marry a man that has kids. I understand. I don't have kids. I don't want to be bothered with anybody, especially if they have small kids that aren't grown.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not dating any or marrying anyone with kids or expecting that.
Right.
So yeah, they're not a good match.
Right, they're not a good match. Now you know I love my Starbucks, but I ain't no fool either. I ain't about to miss my flight over no Starbucks now. She was playing. She didn't want to go for whatever reason, and she should have just stayed home. But like you said, she shouldn't have married this man because you said you hit the nail on the head. She wants a man, but she didn't want nothing to do with these kids. Emmanuel, what are your thoughts? Throw her away?
Yes, we're throwing this heartless, miserable, nasty woman to the trash because I cannot stand these evil stepmothers that try to cause a division between the parents and the biological kids. This is why I don't respect people like Ebony K. Williams, who gave her fiance an ultimatum: me or your child. No, don't punish kids for their parents' actions. No.
Yeah, that was ugly. I didn't like that either. I'm gonna be very honest with you, Emmanuel. And I was shocked. I was shocked when she said that. And not for nothing, even though we know it was a phony relationship that Sheree was having with Martell, she kept saying, "Oh, I want him to move here." He's like, "I got 5 kids." Why were you late? He said, "I got 5 kids." Like,
well, that's how I knew it was all fake because what does she want with a man with 5 kids? Her kids are grown.
Listen.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. But even you fake, at least fake it good. You gonna fake it and not even care about the kids in the fake relationship? Good gosh. Denzel, did I come to you already on this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, what are your thoughts? Are you throwing away the wife?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I like Starbucks too, but I'm not gonna miss my flight. And if I really love that person, I'm going with them so they can see their child. He wanted to see his daughter.
Yeah.
You know, and she didn't want to go. She should have stayed her tail at home and just shut her mouth. And you know, he wanted to go see his daughter. He wanted to do that. Yeah, she was wrong for that. And yeah, they not a good match. They're not a good match. So therefore, I'm gonna say this: she's a low down, evil, conniving, trash person. She's trash, and he needs to divorce her because that's a problem. She's a trashy woman. Trashy. That's it, Diva.
All right, and y'all, we're gonna end with this story here, and I'm gonna say this. This is to everybody. I don't care who you are. If you're not a celebrity or a celebrity, whoever you are, the person you get with, they represent you. They do. You ever hear like in the streets, like, "Oh, that's so-and-so kid," or this, that, and the other, that's so-and-so husband. Y'all become one when y'all join together for real.
You better say that, Diva.
Okay? Y'all become one. And so Nicki Minaj can go in these streets and say whatever she want about whatever she want. But at the end of the day, this man is connected to your brand. And so Charlemagne the God, who can be problematic in and of itself, but listen, sometimes the truth come out of the mouth of a fool. He said that this man is messing up her brand, and he tagged him and called him Donkey of the Day. For filming, didn't he? For filming your own crime. Who does that? Where they do that at? And then, even though he problematic too, Nick Cannon was like, he is tearing her brand down to shreds. To shreds. It's a crash and burn. And she's just standing there oblivious to it. I mean, you know, what's love got to do with it? I've never been that in love where I'm destroying myself on that level in the name of a man. I'ma see, is it here? Did I let me just see if I bypassed it. I might have did I click out of it? I might have clicked out of it. I might have to find it again. I'll find it again. Let me stop sharing the screen for 1 minute. Let me see if I'm gonna just share this and we'll talk really quickly. Oh, here it is. We'll play this really quickly.
120 days? Oh, nigga, you doing chores.
Right.
You a housewife. Go ahead and wash them dishes.
You on punishment. No TV for you for 120 days.
Barefoot and pregnant. Shit. Let's go. Now let's be clear. Nicki Minaj's husband. We not saying his name. We calling this man Nicki Minaj
Good.
husband.
That's what he is.
I believe what Courtney is saying is that he is tarnishing the brand.
Yeah.
This is foolish.
And you're standing on the corner of the block outside of the VMAs.
I like the one he didn't talk.
If you a street dude,
Hello.
be a street dude.
Talk about it, Nick.
Don't be on the internet.
Thank you.
Street dudes didn't even get on the phone. Like real gangsters move in silence.
Hello.
He got a
That part. That part.
Like, yeah, we outside. We know, nigga.
We see the street light.
I'm all for keeping it street, but keep it street smart.
If I marry a hood nigga, I gotta babysit your ass for 120 days. Oh, nigga, you doing chores.
Right.
You a housewife. Go ahead and wash some dishes.
You on
Sweep,
punishment.
You on punishment.
No
For the
TV
floors.
for
That's
you
it.
for 120
now you
days.
barefoot and pregnant. Shit, let's go.
Now that's funny.
Very funny, tarnishing the brand. But hold on one second. I ain't gonna read the whole article. We get the point. Nick Cannon, Nicki's husband, is tarnishing her brand. She vows to tell all because she's supposed to go on her radio show and say something, whatever. It don't matter what Nicki tell.
He looked like a whole clown emoji.
Don't he?
A fool.
This is nothing attractive about him. I'm sorry, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So we're closing out with this. I'm gonna go around. Everybody gonna get their 60 seconds. Are you gonna stay with somebody that's tearing down your name all the way down to the gutter? Roy here. Are you there? What are you doing?
You got to go. I'm not going to let your problematic problems cause me problematic issues, which will cause my money problematic issues and our children problematic issues. It's bad enough that we already are stuck together, but Nicki's been okay with this. This is what she married. She knew he was who he was when she got with him. And in my opinion, she's supportive of it. So throw both of them away.
Cool, child. Leo, getting with somebody that's going to tarnish your brand?
Girl, stop it. I don't play with my money like that at all. But I mean, look, if she like it, I love it. She, like Roy said, he already knew he was for the streets when she got with him. She already knew he was for the streets when she, created a whole family with him. So I mean, I don't know what Nicki is looking for. I don't know what Nicki wants, but I see what she got, and she got the whole foolery. Like Nick Cannon said, I'm tired of real gangsters, real murderers, real people that really have done real things in this life, and they move in silence. They not on the block with the video camera and bouncing up and down, talking about this, that, and the third. He is a whole fool and a whole clown, and I would not.
Whole clown. So, Latasha, you know what? And you want to know what's crazy? Let me tell you something. Names, this a whole thing about name. And that's all I can say with that. We can have a whole nother live just on that. And that's why I think all of us over here are in disagreement with them calling over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville Little Man Monster. But his nickname is Zoo. Nicki Minaj's husband. His nickname is Zoo. And let's be clear.
Zoo?
Yeah, Zoo. I promise you that. Zoo is his nickname.
He a Zoo too.
It's so weird.
Isn't it so weird? But don't he act like a whole caged animal?
Well, your mama used to tell you can't pet the animals at the zoo or you can't feed them.
Woo. Can't feed the animals at the zoo. You better talk about it, opinion. You better tell the people.
Talk to the people. Felicia, you let somebody tarnish your brand?
So, I'm not really knowing what her brand is.
Oh, my.
So I'm just going to go on what I saw.
Uh-huh.
And he and I think it was like 4 other people, they looked like they took like the A train, the 27th Street, and they didn't have nothing else to do but walk up and down the street and make people uncomfortable and make statements that were intimidating and threatening, which resulted in 120 days house arrest. I don't think she has a problem with him because he's been on house arrest before. I don't think she has a problem with the talk or the mood, but I was really thrown that he looked like a bum. I mean, he didn't look like he's married to a high-end wealthy rapper. He didn't look like he's in the rap business. He looked like a bum on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And so that gave me the feeling like she doesn't take care of him. He's just there. I didn't get the feeling at all that he's taken care of. He exists. He's there. Has nothing to do. Nothing to do.
That's right. Can he write rhymes for her? I mean, I don't know.
No, he's not in the music industry as far as I know.
No.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get him a job. He got to, listen. And somebody said they were saying we outside. Well, now he inside. That's what somebody in the comments said. You ain't lying. Now he inside. Talking about we outside. You're not inside. And your boys are probably still outside. You see how the wrong influences, I mean, he had bad influences, but you know what I'm saying, can get you in a whole lot of mess. Now you're inside. Wayne, your thoughts?
I want to say that, even though, she wanted the bad boy, but now that she realized what she got and the possibility, that I'm quite sure she didn't think that this would tarnish her brand. Mm-hmm. But now that she sees that now, she probably saying, I love him. But like Tina Turner say, what love got to do with it?
Ooh.
Okay. The same way you rose up, you can go right back down. Especially when you're attached to this guy who has the history of, his history. And then the tag on this, it's just more problems. Now, if she's not worried about her brand, then, if she like it, I'd love it for her.
And they met in high school.
Oh, so it's love, but
what is her brand?
Don't start, Felicia, because I gotta get out here. Don't do that. Lakeisha, thank you for the super chat. Like someone said, because he's a registered sex offender, their kid can't have birthday parties with other kids present. A dad that can't go on field trips, PK graduation, Christmas plays, etc. Good gosh,
that's true.
Yes, it is.
Very true.
Yes, it is. Good gosh.
Very true.
Good gosh.
Shameful.
Ugh. And she chose that. Like we can't take away from the fact Nicki Minaj made that choice.
Yeah, she did.
Regardless of whether or not she said, well, the charges ain't real. He went to prison and served time for those charges. It's not, we don't even have to say allegedly. He actually did go to prison. He really did do that.
He did. In my opinion, your thoughts? Ghetto is her brand. It's the brand. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing.
I'm playing on Friday night. Go ahead, in my opinion. I cannot. Go ahead.
If Nicki want to play with the zoo animals, then let her play with the zoo animals. If she want to be drugged into the zoo, then I say lock her up too.
Well, boom. Julius, your thoughts? Julius, are you there?
The zoo animals came and attacked them.
Oh my
God.
You a fool, Callie. Your thoughts?
You know what? I think that anytime someone who is willing to marry somebody who is literally on the registered list and was convicted of, this was a violent act. This was not statutory anything. And she knows that, she does not care. And I think what's happening is that Nicki Minaj is not the person that people think she is. And her brother grew up in the same household. I've never vibed with her. Her energy feels very dark to me. And there's a reason why she's with this guy. But this guy, he's already, being with him alone already has damaged whatever her brand was going to be. There's nothing that he can do beyond what's already on his record. And he spent, I don't know how many years he was in prison, but I'm sure it was a number of his years of his adult life that he has spent in prison. So this is not a mature 45-year-old man. This is a man that was in prison for years. This is not a mob boss or some gangster from a mob movie. This is some dude that's just been in and out of prison. And a lot of them move like this because they don't care about going back to jail.
No, you speaking facts. You know what, Felicia? I didn't know this. They met at LaGuardia High School in New York.
Yep, they sure did. He used to walk her to the bus stop.
Really?
Whew.
Yeah, and that hotel they were outside of was like 2 blocks over from there. So maybe they were there for a high school reunion.
Whew. It was after the VMAs. They thought he was still there. Good gosh, is all I can say. Yeah. Ooh, this is whoo. Who did I miss? Emmanuel, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, let's keep it real. They're equally yoked.
Yeah.
They're one and the same.
Yeah.
They complete each other.
Mm-hmm.
So Nicki, she is just about that life just as much as he is. She's always been about that life. There's been rumors of her doing certain things for a long time. These people are near their 50s. So her as an artist, she's got to understand that after a certain point, you're not going to keep going higher if you keep doing certain activities and keep behaving a certain way. So I see her career tumbling down because of her and her husband. And this is just a message to everybody. Be careful who you align yourself with, not just who you marry or who you date, even your group of friends. Because if you hang out with 5 idiots, you're probably the 6th one. So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
That's very true, Emmanuel. That's very true.
Birds of a feather flock together.
So wait a minute. I'm coming to you then. So, but wait a minute. I don't want to say your name wrong, but usually I don't know if you come over to my channel much, but let me say this. Usually I don't really say stuff out of my mouth unless I pull an article, right? And so I didn't just like try to guess this or say this myself. I pulled an article with their little history. It says here, not Diva. It says here, People Magazine. He and Minaj met in high school. Minaj and Petty attended LaGuardia High School in New York City together when they were teenagers living in Queens. They dated briefly at the time, but lost touch over the years before reconnecting in 2018. I'm just saying, I normally try, and then and if I say I heard it, I will let you know. This is what I heard. But the other times when I say something, I probably pulled up an article and that's where I got it from. So that's why I said, and I only said, because, I'm originally from the Bronx and I know that high school. And that's why I was a little shocked. I was like, oh, I didn't know that she was originally from New York. And that's why I only mentioned LaGuardia High School. So regardless of the age, this article said they met in the high school. Okay. So just a little timeline while we're here, and then I'm coming to you, Denzel, right? It gives it.
He probably slow. He probably was behind some grades. You can't never say
that's
that part right there. You don't know, right? So they met in the high school. He and Minaj had been back together since 2018. Okay. The little man is cute. Got a rough road ahead of him, but he cute. Okay. He's a registered SO. We all know what that is. Okay. Because in 1995, he was sentenced to 18 to 50 more months in prison. And he's a level 2 registered in the state of New York. Okay. He served 4 years behind bars for this assault. Okay. You can go through the history. I'll put this in the link. I'm not going through it again, right? Petty was arrested again in March 2020 because he failed to register. Had to pay some money. That was a whole big thing with that, right? Then also he pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter. So in 2002, he was accused of unaliving Lamont Robinson.
Oh my.
Okay, but he did a plea bargain. He was sentenced to 10 years. I want to say they said he served 7.
Oh,
see, this is what I mean by in and out of prison most of his adult life.
No, I'm following
I've been
you, Charlie.
around.
Wait, give me
like
a minute.
this.
Give me a minute. I'm following you.
They same old.
Right. Minaj has repeatedly defended their relationship. We all know that. They got married in 2019. They have a son together. He made a cameo in her music video. Then it says Minaj has also faced legal trouble relating to her husband.
Oh, whew.
Okay. Not Diva making these things up. He violated his probation when he threatened rapper Offset. That's the latest.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't just dig out my head. Yeah. Come on now, wasn't it? Okay. I'm trying to tell you. The people love to come at your neck. I don't just do that. I'm not loosey goosey with it, and I'm not loosey with it because for real, don't try to come sue me. I ain't got it.
That's it.
Okay, that's why I slow my roll with a lot of talk. I pull up some info in People Magazine, not Diva. Okay, that's where they said they met. That's where they said it happened to him. Yeah, and he got a lot of mugshots. Yes, he does.
And that's all of us on the panel. We come here and run our mouth off the article that Diva has pulled up. Ain't none of us got it. Don't come.
Don't come.
Don't call us because we ain't got it.
That part right there. We going by what we see and we read. Okay. We talked about Gabrielle Union, but her husband talked about it first on Club Shay Shay.
And he said she just kept coming back.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Come on now, Felicia. Just kept coming and coming. But we ain't hating on a black sister. Her husband said that.
You didn't say that. He said it.
Come on, listen. Whoa. I can't fool with y'all. Listen, y'all got me on overtime on a Friday night. Okay, come on now. Y'all got me on overtime on a Friday night. Listen, Denzel, 60 seconds. What was we talking about here?
Okay.
Somebody that's going to tarnish your brand?
No, ma'am. I would kick them to the curb. And you know what? That was a good comeback, Diva. You come with the facts. Come with the facts.
Come on now.
And you know what, I used to like Nicki Minaj, but I don't anymore. When she disrespected Lil' Kim, when she disrespected Mariah Carey, I was done. And I was especially done when she got with this person here. So they both fools. He's stupid because he messed up his probation. He's stupid. She's stupid because she's messing up her brand. They both bit dummies. They belong together, and they both sure enough belong in the cage. And
in the
zoo. And his nickname is Zoo. That's a stupid nickname, Zoo. They both trash, and I'm sorry for their son. I pray for their son, and I hope their son, get some therapy because his parents. They are.
Leave the kid out of it, but you know what though?
But you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. The thing is that we just got to pray. We just got to pray, and they just straight up trash, Diva. I love you, Diva. I love y'all, and I'm sorry about your time.
No, you're fine with the time. All right, listen, guys.
Hey, Diva, did you see the super chat from Lakeisha?
No, wait. I got to go back to what happened. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. In my opinion, thank you, Lakeisha. She stood by her brother too, who was on trial and convicted of.
Are you kidding me?
This is what I mean by I don't understand what people expect from her.
I see what
she
you're saying.
She is a dark person.
Yeah, she's evil. She's evil.
No, go ahead, Callie. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, this is her brand.
Oh no.
Can I say one more thing real quick, Diva?
Give me a minute. Yeah, you can. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Wow, I did hear this before. I did hear this before. And now I'm connecting with you, Callie. Yeah.
And it went on for years before they finally got him.
There were also allegations made against the other brother. I don't think they had any evidence, but there were allegations that were made by people around them that he was
got
also.
Two brothers?
Yeah. So obviously something weird was going on in their household as children. So that's why I'm like, I don't think Nicki Minaj is this person that people want her to be.
No, I hear you.
I got to think on that. I got to roll that around. I got to see. Ooh, because that's ugly. Ooh.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me that. Oh my God.
I know that, but I didn't
Y'all
know.
please like up the video too. It's free. Give Diva a
please
love.
like her video and
Stop
subscribe.
cheating the diva.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't cheat, Diva. Okay, we got to get that. You done knocked me off my feet. And now I did hear that before, but I guess I kind of threw it out in the trash. I think I threw it out in the trash. We got to close. Y'all got me in overtime. Because we could, these things is starting to spin off. Don't say any of these words on this screen, but there it is. 25 years. This is from 2020, this article.
And she just so happens to get married to someone who is an I wouldn't let my kid go to her house. I put it that way.
Yeah.
Diva, you got to listen to Remy Ma diss track Sheether because she talked about all of this.
I mean, we heard it and we know it, but now when it comes into play with what's going on with her husband as well, and the man that she married, it all sings like a whole note, like that's in harmony together. It's just, it's crazy.
It's sick. You know what they say? You know how they say, you like some men end up marrying their mother, like, you know what I'm saying? Not indirectly. This is a sick pattern. And like you said, what was going on in that house? All right.
Can I say something real quick, Diva? I know you got to go.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I remember hearing that a long time ago. I heard about that. Yeah, Nicki Minaj, she's evil, and yeah, she's not what people think she is. She's evil, and that's sick. They both trash. That's it, Diva. I love you, Diva, and I love y'all.
Yeah. All right. Yo, we got to close out now. I'm in overtime. Y'all got me overtime, and now I'm just like I'm
speechless.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
The cycle. That's it. Thank you, Deshay. Thank you, Deshay. The cycle, and it's a cycle.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, and I remember something happened to the dad. Remember the dad?
He got unalive.
Yeah, he was hit by a drunk driver.
Yep. Yep.
And that person only got 1 year.
Huh?
That drunk driver only got 1 year for taking his life.
Wow.
This is sad. All right, God. But you know what though? I'm not saying always, right? Usually when people do things like the brother, something probably happened to the brother. And I will say, I'm not saying anything, but what could have been going on in this household?
Exactly.
That's it, and that's all. Listen, guys, thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. It was Friday night trending topics, and y'all was shaking the train. But I love y'all for being here. Thank you, everybody, for their opinions. We truly love all of y'all. And listen, over here, you can speak your mind. And we always say, catch the train, don't catch feelings. We're never mad at anybody when this thing is over, right? And when you come here and you got an opinion, stand your ground. Stand your ground, because I'm going to stand mine. Listen, guys, I love y'all. See you next time. Don't forget to hit that like button. Bye, guys.
Love you, Diva. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed weekend.